Alright. Today I figured we'd go ahead and make a quick video on this Lao Shan Lung guy that's been haunting our quest on our quest list, so figured why not go ahead and knock it out. Shouldn't take too long, and we have the equipment that we need to actually slay it. So we have, for our stats, we have attack up large and fire resistance +5. Now, do we need the fire resistance +5 for this guy? Definitely not. But he is very weak to fire, so this is the sword we're going to run. And of course, for every quest, we're going to eat. Cannot forget that. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. So, before we go into getting into what items you're going to need, we are first going to raise our attack some more from what it already was. Oops. It's not what we were looking for, but it'll be okay. So, take out some demon drugs. I'm not really worried about armor skins. We'll take out some power seeds and armor seeds. Put away the cool drink, bone husk, and this stuff from previous days. We'll actually leave the demon drug in there because we don't need it. We don't need paintballs. How many barrels do we have? So for maximum effectiveness, I'd say would be the best word for it. We are going to bring bombs for this guy because even though it only does flat damage, it still beats. Well, it helps out pretty much. It helps out pretty well. Go ahead and make a. We'll just keep it at 2 right now. Bring some small barrel bombs. Come on, bro. Okay. What else should we bring? Whetstones. Go ahead and make some more potions. We have, what, 50 blue mushrooms now, so make 20 of them. And combine and I'm not saying we'll typically need stamina stuff, but we will bring a couple just in case. You can bring max potions if you would like. I mean, it definitely would help if you happen to get stomped on it. Let's see, do we have any we won't need any stamina improving items. There's no point in bringing those because we're not going to be running a whole lot. So it typically takes a little while for Lao Shan Lung to get into the actual area you're going to be fighting him in. So it should not take us too long to get everything going, because again, it takes them roughly about 3 minutes and some change to get into the actual area where you can start dealing damage. And that is what we are going to be killing today. And while we still have the time to do so, we're going to kind of go through all of the areas that you can actually gather from and get some pretty good stuff. So obviously you have here that you can use to gather ballista, now again, the ballista does flat damage, and I do recommend that each quest you bring on your way through from area 4 to 5, your final area that you're going to see them, definitely recommend bringing cannon. Yes, so we'll get to that shortly. And again, can't do any damage here. And it's going to take a few minutes for him to get there, so really you could do anything at this point. I'm going to go ahead and max out my stamina, so that way we're not worrying about that later on. Now our attack is 864. We won't really need the armor seeds, I don't feel like, but when we get down there, we'll double check. Because again, this is going to help us stack stuff. Stack our attack, that is. So, here in about... well, we'll show you the time here in a second. So now we wait. So he'll be here around 31 minutes and some change, or 32:18 or something like that. I don't know exactly what the math is, but yeah. So when he initially comes through, that's when when he gets his head past these rocks and is actually able to be blown up. Definitely use all of the bombs at your disposal, because again, it does flat damage no matter where you put the bombs, so you might as well just either stick it on the head or feet. I mean, I would recommend the head. Breaking his horn definitely does a lot of, definitely. 3212, there you have it. That's about the time he'll be here. So, first things first, we're gonna... we'll actually just use the supply large barrel bombs. I'm sure that they do more attack anyway. Let's see, what does it say about it? Upgraded version of large barrel bomb, very powerful. There you go. So we'll actually just use those. So he'll be coming in here, and as long as you get it in the general area of his head, you'll be fine. Don't, like, if you miss his feet, or if you go for his feet, that's something completely different story. Hopefully, see his head will come through right here. And then back a little bit. Let's kind of time it where we can, and there goes his horn. So as he's coming through here, you really want to aim for the belly every time. Okay, that's a couple situation. And you just want to spirit slash and build your attack up. So right now it's at 912. And that's what happens when he steps on you. So you can kind of save your max potions. I wouldn't rush into throwing them down right away. Again, this is going to be one of those really long quests that can be aggravating. It is very helpful to also kind of memorize his steps as he's going along. It's not a must, but it definitely helps out so you can see how his steps are and things like that. It'll definitely help for watching out for his feet. And the next thing we want to do is we want to keep an eye on that ramp, okay? And you'll see why here in a second. That ramp is actually going to help out with the anti-dragon bomb. Keep backing up. Belly, contrary to popular belief, does not do a lot of damage when he lands on it. So your best bet with this ramp, if you're looking to go to it, is to wait till he starts to get past it. Watch his feet, of course. And then, you know, this little step actually does quite the damage that you're going to need for this quest, so don't go straight to the middle of it. This is why. Because he'll try to bite you. We'll go over here to the anti-dragon bomb. Now, where you jump, it makes a huge difference, okay? So obviously, don't jump on his head. Don't jump on the first gap between the scales. You want to jump on the second gap between the shells. That's actually the only place you can land. Otherwise, you're just going to fall completely off. So you're going to get your dragon bomb ready. You're going to wait until he gets pretty close. About right there. And of course, maybe we can make it in time. It would be the rock that hits us. Let me turn around. Oh yeah, I gotta go way over here. And if you don't get it, which it doesn't look like we're gonna be getting it either. Yeah, there's no point in even trying anymore. But if you manage to land on his back, it does help. And hopefully we won't have to worry about it anymore after this. Maybe we can... get to it. No, definitely. Okay. So we missed that opportunity. Because of the rock that fell. And in order to keep your attack up, go ahead and take one of these. Brings it up to 912. Of course, it's not a demon drug, but... and then it brings it up to 960, so it kind of stacks there. So when your weapon power decreases, just hop out from underneath them. I wouldn't say that sharpening skill increase would be very beneficial. And you're pretty much going to keep attacking him until you can't attack anymore. And then hop out to the side over here and watch out for that tail. But that is a place for you gunners who want to hop up there and do damage to his back. Obviously, dragon shots would work, but dragon or fire shots. So now, area 3. Now we wait for him to come through again. What's going on, Dave? You doing all right? Yeah, I feel that. I'm fixing to have to go to Benning, Fort Benning on Monday or tomorrow, so that's going to keep me busy for a little while. And you can also attack his head, mostly to raise your spirit bar if you're running longsword fist out. And then as soon as his belly comes free, and a way to tell if he's enraged or not is by how fast he's walking. Of course, you're just going to keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. And you want to do your best to avoid those hard spots. Yeah, it's just your village Lao Shan. It's not a... Okay. Try to stay in the middle so you can avoid that as much as possible, because that actually becomes very irritating. Yep, that's the goal, trying to get all of them cleared out so that way it's not popping up and it's not clear and all that good stuff. Now, when he gets to this first wall, he is going to hip check it, and thankfully, as long as you're not at the head and neck area, you should be fine. And if you don't get hit by the feet as well. Then, of course, give that stomach kill. And, you know, typically I would say sharpen up right here, but just keep attacking until you can't attack anymore. And again, we're going to watch out for the tail. Now, typically you can bring forecasters and such to help the time between running from the edge of the map or the edge of the area to camp, but just to be quite frank with you, it's really not going to make much of a difference. I've always wondered that too. I wondered that mostly when I started playing, and then I was like, you know what? I really don't like this. It's a long fight, but hopefully we'll get it knocked out for you guys today, so that way you have another how-to on this asshole who wants to come through and destroy the village for no reason. Yeah, I've already broken his horn. I've done 2 sets of large barrel bombs, 2 large barrel bomb pluses, and then 2 supply large barrel bombs, which is better than a regular large barrel bomb. So hopefully, the only thing that I failed to get was the anti-dragon bomb on his back, because a rock decided to fall and mess that up. So. Again, you should kind of keep your attack around 960 if you can, because again, the more attack you have, the better, so keep that in mind. I believe he is. Because he's definitely flinched a lot more than what he used to whenever I fight with just a raw damage weapon. Or the black blade or the black weapon. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be liking the fire too much. But, just for a reference, that is the weapon I am using, the Wyvern Blade Blood, and just my Cut 2S armor, which you could use the Wrath Helmet and the Wrath Soul for the attack of large as well. And it'll also give you sharpening skill increase, making your sharpening times faster. I see that we got another bridge here, so we're going to try that anti-dragon bomb. Just as soon. Okay. As soon as we get next to the ramp, we're going to haul ass. It is. It gives you attack up large, fire resistance +5. It does have a negative defense, but you can gem that out. Alright, so our weapon power is decreased. He flinched. Let's take it up a notch. Let's get up here and see if we can possibly actually hit him with this anti-dragon bomb. It is. It very much is. So you can go ahead and you can carve one. right before you grab the third one, go ahead and place the bomb and carve again. Of course, when your sharpness gets down, go ahead and run up to about the chest area. Stay in the middle. Okay, never mind that. It's not going to work. So, I assumed it would work, but I also don't have wind pressure, you know, for anything like that. So, that anti-dragon bomb definitely helps. Again, you're gonna hit the wall. Try not to get hit by that tail. I'm not saying it'll do a lot of damage, but it definitely does a lot more than what I definitely like to take. So when you're going into this area, your last and final area, Area 6, go ahead, pop a ration, get max stamina, and then, this is shooter's preference, go ahead and take a max potion. Because when you get into this area, you don't want to stop attacking until you absolutely cannot attack anymore. I'm telling you, the more attacks you can get off on this guy, the better it's going to be. Try to grab one of these. Oops. Now, don't bother killing these Eye of Prey, because they're going to come back even after you kill them. Oh, well. That's great. What, she just tell you that? Oh. Well, maybe I can finish this soon.
Okay.
And then here in a second, you'll see his head pop out. And of course, cue the badass music. Now, just for the fact I don't know how far of range this thing is going to be, I'm going to let him get in a little bit closer before I hit him with the cannon. I don't want to miss, and even if you miss, it doesn't really make much of a difference, but it definitely helps if you can get him in close enough range. There we go. Now, of course, ballista, you can shoot him anywhere you'd like, but using ballista definitely helps. Does free flat damage. I'm not quite sure how much flat damage, but it does enough to Baconator resets every 10 minutes on this game, so don't let him get nice and close. Belly being his weak spot, that's a great way to hit him. Let's go ahead and pop a power seed. That was the first hit on the Now, this is a very long quest, so don't just give up out of nowhere. I'm telling you, when you give up, you're letting him win. And of course, roar. He's not happy. I mean, would you be happy? course, keep up with your attack. If I can get him to stop hitting me with his feet. And of course, power is decreased. I would really be happy if he would just stop, just die. Tired of him standing up, so you can't do anything while he's standing up. We got 2 minutes. See if we can get this guy finished. And hopefully we can. I'm like really nervous right now because he's not dying as quick as I would want him to. There we go. And we go with 1 minute to spare. I would not watch the cutscene because you have 9 carves. And that is how you get rid of your Lao Shan lung problem. And if you have the money and you want to buy power charms and armor charms, a good pro tip is, of course, to buy them. I'm pretty sure this last quest is the Rajang. To Rajang. Never have I ever beat any of them, so I guess we'll see what happens. But if you decide that you want to buy these, you can. And if you buy this, combine it with the Lao Shan Claw, and if you'll buy another round, it will double, it will add more attack. It'll actually stack. And then, of course, when you eat, it'll also stack, if I'm not mistaken. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please check out the video on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we should be back sometime this week. So, keep a lookout for that. See you guys next time.